Hi, and welcome to the Femme Fiasco podcast, or welcome back. I'm Venice.
And I'm Autumn.
And I sound a little horsey today.
She's a little horse.
Yeah, she's a little horse.
A little My Little Pony, if you will.
Yeah, and also this shirt is going to be causing me some issues this evening, so I might just have to keep her zipped up, unfortunately.
Was that the one in that one
in
video?
In the cocktail video that kept
so funny.
Yep,
Oh
that
my
I did
God.
the slide whistle to.
That
This shirt
so
is so cute, but it's like, okay, you want to do any type of, like, fun
Cleavage,
action.
like, minute,
and then it'll just...
They should, like, do something about it, like, make a zipper stopper.
They should,
That would
honestly.
be so slay.
But, I'm sure you can hear this in the mic, so I'm not going to do that on mic. I guess I'll just zip it up. ASMR.
So you zip it up all the way. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I don't know. Dude, I would look really cool.
They look badass.
Pretty
Going on a quick
sick,
skiing
actually.
trip.
Honestly, since we've pre-recorded so many episodes, like, we haven't been in the stew for a minute. It feels good to be in the stew.
It feels good to be back.
It do.
Even though it's low-key snowing today, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
It does feel good to be back in my roots.
It does feel good to be back, even though I'm, like, low-key sick of Utah. Feels good to be back recording, of course, for you guys.
Yes, Miss Girl just got back from the Dominican Republic. Okay.
It was fun.
Okay.
It was fun. I got back, like, by the time this comes out, it's gonna be, like, weeks ago, but... but it's been fun. It was a sleigh. You know, drink of choice the whole time, margarita, duh.
Oh, delicious. It's going to be
Sorry,
National Margarita Day soon.
I'm so excited.
So many marks.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So, when is it again? What's the date?
I think it's the 22nd.
Okay.
The 22nd of February. So Lord knows whenever this video comes out. I'm not going to do all that math, but...
Yeah, unfortunately not.
We'll be seeing you then.
We'll see you then. Our first little, like, kind of, it's more of like a dick around topic. Like, I don't know how much is really to say here, but in my, I guess you could say, like, feral opinion, I guess this is kind of crazy. I guess it's a little crazy. I think the regular butter for the rolls at Texas Roadhouse. Fucking hell. I think that the regular butter at Texas Roadhouse for their rolls is so much better than the cinnamon butter.
Bitch, that's crazy.
It's so much
Bitch,
better.
that's crazy.
I'm not trying to have a cinnamon roll before my dinner.
Why not? Why not? I don't understand the... Why not?
I don't know. I love just salty ass fucking butter. It's so good.
See, but here's the thing: is like you can get bread and butter kind of like anywhere. But
so they're exclusive all of a sudden.
Their cinnamon butter is like mod exclusive.
It's mad exclusive.
You cannot get that shit anywhere else. Literally nobody's ever heard of it. They invented it.
Okay. It's kind of like Olive Garden's breadsticks. Like, for some reason, people think that only Olive Garden has breadsticks. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, actually, Olive Garden invented the breadstick.
Mm-hmm.
But in my professional opinion...
No, it's not a professional opinion.
Dude.
I disagree.
No, it's for sure a professional opinion. My professional opinion, the cinnamon butter just slaps because it's salty and sweet.
What is this, a Sour Patch Kid? First they're sour, then they're sweet? Like...
Girl, you want to talk about... That will ruin your fucking dinner.
Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness.
No, for real, don't fuck a Sour Patch before dinner, no. But, like, also fuck the cinnamon butter. I mean, like, I guess I'll eat it, but, like...
That just, like, doesn't make sense to me, though. Like, just because you prefer, like, the bread and butter, you just prefer the salty?
Yeah, I just think it's better. Like, cinnamon butter's good, but, like, I don't want it at, like, 7 p.m. with my cocktail before I get, like, a bunch of other, like, salty-ass food. I don't know, like, give it to me at the end. I don't know.
It keeps everything balanced.
No, it doesn't feel balanced to me. It feels off-balanced.
No, it's like that's like no starting with dessert.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It makes no fucking sense.
And it fucks with you.
Yeah, the only kind of like dessert you can start with is like a really like sweet cocktail. That's the only thing that's allowed, or like a smoothie, but it has to be in like drink form. You can't eat something sweet before a dinner. That's.
I beg to differ. I think you should be allowed to eat sweet things before dinner.
Just kidding. You could totally do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying. I don't stand for it in my own sense.
This does not stand in my house.
I do not, unfortunately.
Anytime we going out. And would you guys like some extra cinnamon butter? No. Just regular butter, please.
Yeah, actually, that's what I do say. Actually, I'm like, I flag him down. I'm like, waiter!
Oh, waiter! Another round of butter, please.
Another round of
normal.
Butter. No, you don't. They don't start you off with the regular butter, so it's not technically another round. It's my first round.
But it's still technically butter, so it's another round for the whole table.
But half the time it's just me eating it.
So it's literally just you who has this fucking problem. I've never heard anybody else have this problem.
Yeah, I think it's just me. Maybe my, like, weird dad, too, I guess. Maybe that's where I get it from. I don't fucking know.
Does he not fuck with cinnamon butter?
No. I don't think so. Pretty sure he doesn't. Also, speaking of Texas Roadhouse, they, like, really strict with their freaking, like, drinking laws. It's crazy.
I tried to get so drunk at a Texas Roadhouse, and they kicked me the fuck out.
Really?
No, that was a joke.
Oh.
I tried to get sloshed at a Texas Roadhouse, and they kicked me
You
out.
had me convinced.
I was one bloomin' onion away from...
Oh, is that a TikTok sound?
No.
Oh.
I'm just bullshit.
Dude, that sounded, like, memorized. That was good.
Imagine if I, like, got so fucked up, like, in a Texas Roadhouse.
At their bar.
Woo! You guys have a mechanical bull in this bitch!
They only have the still one, babe. That's it.
I sit on it.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You're like, somebody get underneath this and shake it for me. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That's so funny, oh my god.
You're like, can I pay to ride the bull even though it's not my birthday? Like,
so, like, what are the rules here? Where do you guys draw the line with riding the bull?
But I am willing to sign a waiver.
Just in case.
So, yeah. Go ahead and let me know.
So they have, like, what do you mean they have weird drinking laws? Like, they're just, like, hella strict.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like,
just,
you
like,
have
hella
to
strict,
eat.
at least in Utah. No, like, Kai forgot his ID, and, like, he was, like, fully 21, and he took a sip off of, like, it was, like, I think my drink or something, and I, like, totally, we'd all forgotten he forgot his ID, like, I just didn't think about it, because he was just, like, not anyone, I'm just gonna get a Sprite, whatever, and it's, like, I'll take a fruity cocktail, whatever, and then, like,
anywhere I go,
yeah, and then
all
just,
the
like,
time.
have him, like, oh, babe, try this, and then, like, the waiter, like, the waitress, like, wasn't even around at all, and she just, like, whips around the corner, and she's like, excuse me!
She takes it
Did
away
I see
from
you drink
you.
that? Do you have ID on you? Oh, do you don't have ID? Do you have maybe a picture? Or because yeah, like a manager or even me could like take all these drinks from you and like not continue to serve you. So and like she was like power struggle.
Did she take
for
your
real.
drink?
No, but she just like really made sure to like nail it in.
Girl.
But it was just like okay.
I would
Way to kill the
understand if it was
vibe.
like a fucking child.
Yeah. Kai like has like a fully like facial hair.
Yeah, he's like fully a fucking grown ass adult. Like, doesn't look like he's like fucking.
Yeah, no. It's like, what is he, 14? Like, fucking relax. Like, okay.
I would understand if they were saying that shit to like Joey, because
Yeah.
Joey still kind of like looks like a teen.
And he also is 17.
Yeah, so it's like.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's like if you don't fucking knock your shit off. But it was the way she went about it, I can't, because she was like, couldn't even see the waiters or the waitresses at all. Kai takes a sip and it's almost like they were just like watching the
Waiting.
cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like immediately around the corner. Excuse me.
They probably have gotten in so,
They
probably have
gotten
gotten
a
in so much fucking trouble since they were that like quick about it. They have probably gotten in a lot of fucking trouble in the past.
Rip.
Girl, lighten up, loosen up.
Yeah, but it's like also if it came down to it, like really down to it, if they were like, which it wouldn't, like if people had to like look up like Kai's records, like he would have been 21. Like it's not.
They get the cops involved. See, I want you guys to put your hands on the fender. Spread them.
Spread them.
What did I do, officer? Be careful back there.
Imagine
Careful
like
back
crowd
there.
dusting an officer while they're like patting you down.
That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be great.
Oh,
Bucket list.
bucket list.
Dude,
You gonna get arrested for being a public nuisance.
They would get you for some shit on that.
Who's gonna pat me down? Me after getting too drunk at the Texas Roadhouse and I get kicked out. Ugh. Who's gonna pat me down?
All of them are like, none of us.
They're like, dude, fucking no.
It's like Uber home. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like, actually, you're good. Just,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking see you anymore. Get the fuck out.
No, for real. Dude, should we go get drunk at Texas Roadhouse? Femme Fiasco gets wasted in the
Let's go see how drunk.
Roadhouse.
How drunk I can get at Texas Roadhouse.
Well, also, weird law in Utah, too. They can't bring you, like, a shot and, like, a drink at the same time. That's, like, my thing. I like to get a shot and then chase it with a drink. Because, like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get a cocktail anyways. So I might as well...
Wait, so
But they only bring you one at a time. So, like, they'll bring you the shot first, and you have to, like, take the shot, and then they'll bring you your cocktail at restaurants. It's, like, super
That's weird, actually. I thought you could have a cocktail and then, like, order a shot while you're at it.
Maybe some restaurants aren't as strict about it, but the few, like, Mexican restaurants, I tried to get, like, a shot of tequila and my margarita, because that's, like, I guess my thing. It's so good, but...
It's so delicious.
But I freaking would try to do that in Utah, and it's like, actually, I can only bring you the shot right now. And then I can bring you the margarita after you've done drinking.
So how do you expect me to chase this?
I literally did it with, like, the table water and just the lime. I was like, whatever.
Ugh.
Like, fucking whatever.
Whatever, but just next time just give me the drink and the shot. Don't be so weird about it. Like, it's also not that deep. If I'm gonna get both of them anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my server mind, like, going back to my server days, why the fuck would I want to come back to your fucking table
again
more than I need to?
And it's like
for a drink, for a little 3 ounce, like, bitch, that has jack shit to do with me. I don't fucking care.
In Utah, they're like, but we do. But sorry, babe, we do.
But we do, and we're gonna make you care.
Yeah, dude, the Dominican Republic couldn't really. Yeah. They just were like, what do you want? And I'm
I know,
like,
anytime. God, that's why
awesome.
I just, like, get also, like, so sad whenever, like, I watch that video of, like, Tana and Trevi whenever they're like, I'm like,
in Mexico,
it just looks like so much fun. They're like, oh, waiter, like, yeah, we're gonna do double shots of tequila, and then I want 2 mojitos, and then Trevi's gonna do, like, 2 mimosas. I'm like, you mean why you go to a Utah bar? First of all, the price is insane.
Wild.
No happy hour. That bitch don't exist here.
Nope.
Illegal,
like, babe.
It's just so fucking weird how, like, the church is involved with everything.
I know, I hate it.
Everything's closed on Sundays. Like, it sucks.
Yeah. It's like
you can't do shit on Sunday. You can't go to the liquor store. Yeah, it sucks. So bad.
So if you haven't, and you can't, like, buy bottles in the grocery stores, so if you haven't gotten your liquor,
like,
and it's a Sunday or a national holiday,
like, even, like, President's Day, bitch.
Yeah. Like, no, they don't fucking care.
And, like, not even spirits. Like, not a wine. You can't get, like, a mixer that has a little bit of, like, under, like, 15 ABV. Nope. Doesn't matter.
Just seltzers in the
straight up seltzers and just beers. Mm-hmm. That's it.
In gas stations and grocery stores. It's so cool.
It's so much fun. It's so awesome.
You should see how small our little mixers section is, like, in the grocery store. It's like super sad.
Yeah, it's so sad, actually.
Rip.
And all the, like, options are, like, pretty shitty.
Yeah, it's like
I don't want to fucking make that. That sounds not good.
Yeah, they have, like, 2 brands, and it's, like, sweet and sour pina colada.
Yeah, and that's, like, it.
And then, like, margarita mix, which, like, I'm good with, but still. It's like, come on.
Give me something to work with. Give me a little bit of fun.
Yeah, and then if you want anything like that, you do have to go to the liquor store for it.
Yeah.
So, if you want any of the, like, more fun Jose Cuervo, like, mixers.
Yeah,
or whatever
which is so fucking weird and so fucking annoying.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Ridiculous. Utah, change your laws. We're not fans.
Like, get this. Imagine this. This is a wild thought. Imagine wanting to do mimosas in the morning and only having to go to the grocery store.
Oh. Imagine, like, wanting to do, like, a brunch, and all you have to do is, like, just go to the grocery store, and then everything you need is champagne, orange juice, like, all the fun things. All the fun things. You need berries. No. Actually, it sounds really fucking lame and really stupid.
It sounds really dumb. Actually, go to the liquor store and then the grocery store. Please,
but also have to make sure the liquor stores open on the specific day at these specific times.
Unfortunately.
It's
actually super cool. If you're looking to move, I suggest Utah.
I always suggest Utah.
Always.
Yeah, what a fucking... It's, like, literally such a drag, dude.
It's kind of sad. And then, like, the bars here are ridiculous. We gotta make some funny TikToks in the bars of, like, how dead they are, because it's crazy.
No, seriously. It's, like, fucked up.
It is.
But anywho, I guess we can get into our next topic of today. What's our next topic?
We're talking... Okay, so we had somebody write in. They want us to talk about this one class we had, which was called Tech Theater. And then some of the people in Tech Theater, and then, like, our teacher and some of the other kids in theater, Tech Theater, all the things.
Take a shot every time Venny said Tech Theater. Have a good time.
You could get wasted. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
What does that have to do with me?
Dude, my voice is hoarse. I can barely speak. What am I gonna do? So tell you no? Fucking no.
Oh my god.
Fucking no.
Fucking no, dude.
I'm not gonna tell you no. Anyways, tech theater was a hoot and holler. So at Juan Diego, our really cool high school, it was like super sick. We had to spend 30 minutes every single day in the auditorium doing reading. And you had to like sit next to the sick kids like me. And you had to read next to them.
Sick kids like Venice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Real though. You literally had to sit next to a bunch of sick kids and just read and just breathe the same air for like 30 minutes, and it was ass, honestly. The best way to pass time was to actually fucking read. I'm not even kidding.
No, seriously, I'm like, sometimes I was like, damn, I like caught myself reading. I was like, I like can't even fucking make the time go any fucking faster.
Do you know how many times I reread The Outsiders? Couldn't count.
And here's the thing. No iPads, no Kindles. Like, you can't read off an electronic. Nope. You're reading a physical fucking book and for no 30 minutes. No studying. Like, literal...
No textbooks.
It has to be a book.
Yep.
No magazine. Like, a chapter. It has to be a fucking book.
A real book, bitch. And they would clock you for that if you didn't have one. Mm-hmm. But in our tech theater, we got to, like, tech the show where, like, you run the auditorium for it and, like, do, like, the lights.
Just so fun. I loved that class. It was awesome.
And not gonna lie to you, up in that auditorium or, like, the little tech booth, it was pretty much every time I'd have a fucking bag of red hot Funyuns, and it's, like, fucking 10 in the morning, and I'm just woofing Red 40. Just right straight to the gut, baby.
Dude, it was insane. And this is coming from, like, me. Listen, I love my spicy chips, bitch. Ever since, like, even in middle school, licking the dust straight off the talkies, still do that shit now. It is what it is.
Duh.
But, like, I don't know, man. I hadn't, like, eaten hot chips in the morning since middle school. So whenever I saw you doing that shit, I was like, man, that's crazy. That's bringing me the fuck back. Mm-hmm. But then you'd also be like, man, my stomach hurts.
Every fucking time, dude. Every fucking time. It would hurt my stomach, but it was like I needed a pick-me-up of, but like, I need to feel something.
Without a doubt. It was always the Flamin' Hot Funyuns. Yep. Every fucking time. Every time. I, like, don't even know where to start because there's so much lore for tech. So, we had done tech. I think I had done it, like, 2 years maybe because I also did normal theater my first year, and then I don't think I did anything that had to do with, like, theater for another, like, a year. And then junior and senior year, I did, I think, tech. Mm-hmm. So, I was in that bitch for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And there are certain people in that bitch who were in that bitch for a little bit too. And they were like, so we had a teacher, his name, should we say his name? We're not talking shit on him.
Maybe just his first name, because...
Yeah, we're not talking shit on him. We love him. He's our king. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe. I love Joe.
I love Joe. Okay, pause on this story. Let's get into Joe. Because Joe in himself is such a character.
Yes.
Like,
this man is insane.
A whole eccentric ass. Like, I can't even explain this man.
He was amazing. He would implement his own, like, childhood traumas into the class, like, in a good way. Like, for example, King. Like, he would always be like, all right, nobody's picking partners because I never got picked as a partner, so I will be picking your partners. Yeah. Like, shit like that.
And it's like, I feel like he's what a good teacher is. Like, he loved the fact that he, like, I wouldn't call it a power trip, but then I would always be like, oh, like, can we pick our partners? He's like, no, I didn't get picked as a partner when I was a kid, so he's like making it my fucking fault. I'm like,
but it's like low-key funny, and at the same time funny. I get it. Like, he's not like it. Yeah, it's good.
No, he's not being a dick about it. Yeah, like that. And it's like,
not trying to get this man to lose his job.
No, and he's always like very lenient with the shit he does. He's like not a stick in the mud, not a piece of shit. He does expect some work out of you though. Like, you can't just like fuck off the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, he was the fucking OG for, like, putting us together to do tech theater so we could, like, tech reading and sit up in the little tech loft and not have to actually read. We could just be up there and pretend like we're doing techie stuff.
But he would always put Venice and I together because we just got that shit down in the bag. It was easy.
Yeah, we knew how to do everything.
Some other fuckers were, like, kind of dumb, and he, like, had to, like, keep on reteaching, like, the same, like, mic lesson and, like, this. I'm like, oh my god.
It's not that hard. Like, baby, you should
like,
know how to set up the mics.
You put batteries in the mic. And then you just hook them up. Like, it's like a Bluetooth. Like, it's really not rocket science, dog.
No, it's not hard at all. And it's also, like, the easiest.
It's also one mic.
I know, they're like, all right, we need you to set up one mic for our freaking dean to run around the stage and talk.
Oh my god. Do you remember any time, like, whenever you and I would tech and there would be a video that would play? Yeah. Would fucking come upstairs and be like in the middle of us, just like while we were teching.
We're like actually doing work right now.
Like actually in the middle of things, like, oh, I'm just gonna pull this video really fast. Like real life, like fucking like trying to like.
Yeah. It's like
it was so weird. So many weirdos in that class, unfortunately. Yeah. There were a lot of kiss asses. There were a lot of, I think the school, like whenever plays and shit like that would go on, they would hire like kids from the school to like tech and shit like that.
They like pay you for like after school hours.
Nobody's saying you're getting paid racks. Okay. You're probably getting paid like the like minimumest of wages.
Yeah, $7.30 maybe. Whatever the lowest of the low is. Probably $7.50.
Yeah, like whatever they can get away with. So it's like I get that in that sense where it's like if I were to come into your job and be just like fucking around or like not doing something like this or that, like that would give you a reason to be upset. Yeah. No, these bitches were like so high and mighty because some of them would work there, but also some of them were just like, and I'm not even talking shit about theater kids. Listen.
These are also tech kids too, though.
These are also tech kids. These are like more than that.
Yeah.
Also, one of these tech kids was the person who lied about having cancer and who did all this other crazy shit. If you'll remember in that story, that's the same person who's like in this class too, like actively in this class. Lots of weirdos. But fuck, where was I talking about my first story? Was I talking about the girl or was I talking about the boy? Do you remember?
I think you were talking about, because we were first talking about the guy, and then I think you were going into the girl. And I thought you were going to get into how she looked, and I was like kind of ready to laugh about it, but if I'm wrong, don't fucking shit on me right now in the comments, okay? Because I feel like that's how I remember
okay. Yeah, if I'm wrong too, sorry, I just have such a short fucking attention span.
No, same. Not even funny. I'm just like sitting here trying to soak it all up, so then like you tell me to like recap, and I'm like, oh, shit.
No, for real. But there were a lot of weirdos in that class, and one of these weirdos was either a grade or two older than us and had such a like Kris Jenner, like momager, like wants to be in charge, micromanage everything all the time.
And it was so annoying.
No, this bitch was always on her ass. Like even if Joe had just been like, okay, like you guys can like go do homework or like this and that, like that class was not fucking hard.
No, it was
let me make this very clear. That class was not hard in the slightest.
Why do you think we took it?
Why do you think I fucking took it? Like he would allow us the majority of the time, like we'd maybe be doing something for like 15 minutes and then he'd like let us go fuck off.
Yeah, and he'd like tell us to do homework, but we were fully playing Mario Kart, and that's fine.
Fully playing Mario Kart or like...
You graduated, so fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I graduated, bitch, got the diploma to prove it, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, we made it through with playing Mario Kart, so...
Yeah. So, that one person would always, like, especially if we were, like, just chilling on our laptops or, like, on our phones, they would get hella fucking pissy at us, and they had, like, they were rocking the Karen cut fully at, like, 17.
Yeah. Full blown.
17-year-old, their own free will, rocking the Karen cut.
Which, I mean, to each their own, I guess.
And I had seen pictures with them before with longer hair. I was like...
Yeah, I remember those. I was like, why'd you do that?
I was like, so, not to be a dick, like, short hair looks good on some people, not trying to... But what was the reason? What was the reason?
Yeah, I know.
What inclined you to, like...
Well, it's like the haircut wasn't even good. It made her head look weird.
It definitely made her head look almost like a cone.
Super reverse coney.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like... Well, no, I guess it would be the regular cone because it was like the point at the chin and then it would like come to the cone.
Yeah.
So I guess like, regular cone, not reverse cone.
It was almost like a teardrop.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. Mm-hmm. And I just don't understand the process. They would always wear these fucking shoes too, that I can still remember them to this day. They were like some like heeled boots.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then they would always wear the skirt and the tan skirt and tights, even whenever you didn't have to.
Yep.
And they would wear just like the uniform shirt.
Yeah.
Some necklaces. Be walking around on the stage. What are you girls doing? What are you guys doing?
You guys aren't rolling the Marley right. Like, if you don't shut the fuck up, you come do it then. Get the fuck over here then.
Oh my god, my bad. Meanwhile, whenever we were setting the Marley up, this bitch put a hole in it.
Okay, so we need to explain what that is, but that's so fucking funny.
This bitch put a hole in it. After getting that at me. You're not rolling it right. I said,
bitch,
that's crazy. There's a hole in it.
And you did
where you just were.
With your thick ass toes.
It was either that or she put a hole in that, and she put a hole in the canvas. Because this was in my, I think, junior year. We were threading the line to like way down the canvas. Because in theaters and shit like that, like they have all the scaffolding and like bringing shit down from the whatever. So we were lining it to like weigh it down. This bitch is on that side, and we're all, like, having to work together. Like, Joe's very serious about this. Like, it's a very expensive piece of, like, canvas and shit like that. Then all you hear from her side is, and I just went,
oof. Oh.
And because we were like, stop, like, stop pushing it. And then she just went,
and she thinks that she can just, like,
and then there was, like, a rip at the bottom of it. I said, Joe's gonna be so mad at you. And he was.
You done fucked up.
He was fucking pissed at her.
That shit's expensive.
He was mad, bro. He was so mad.
And like with the Marley too. So what Marley is, it's like this big, like what, like almost like padded, like rubber black tarp ass shit. And you like lay it all over the stage, and you have to like do it perfectly and like put it back onto the holders of it perfectly. But it's for like dancers, so like when they have like performances on stages, it's like a little bit softer for them, so they're not like hitting like wood and like,
and it's also just not as loud.
Nails and shit. Yeah, it's not as loud.
It's like a soft.
Yeah, it's like a little bit softer for dancers, but it's still like a little bit hard at the same time. So like we'd always have to do that super perfectly, and she loved to like micromanage that. Like, you're not doing it right, but then it's like, you get your ass over here and slowly fucking roll this shit out with your fucking shoes off, bitch.
It was very tedious, and you had to have. I forgot you had to have your shoes off.
You had to take your shoes off for it because you'd.
And that bitch, like I said, would wear the heeled shoes, and I'm pretty sure one time like she walked on like the corner of it, and you just like heard her pop. I said, oh. But I know for sure. For sure she put a hole in the canvas. Yeah. But I think she also put a hole in the Marley as well.
Probably.
But it was like so fucking tedious. There were these heavy pipes that you had to lay down, and then like you had to tape them a specific way and roll them super fucking tight. Yeah. Oh my god, it took so literally forever. It sucked. Yeah, that was like
Marley days were the worst.
I hated them.
Maybe it makes sense that we do have a podcast because we were little tech girls.
We were little techie girls. We're so cute.
So cute and
oh my god.
Not the fucking that bitch in tech. Or the other girl that was like trying to tell us to like not spread her brother's shitty ass like nickname to his other school. So like this one girl and like her older
maybe don't have a shitty ass brother. A girl.
Real, actually, you go ahead and take the reins on that one. I feel like this.
He was just a shitty guy. He would always hang out with. Here are the recurring characters. He would always hang out with Craterface and with what was the other one?
Meatball. Yeah. Wait, no.
Greaseball and Craterface.
Meatball's the other guy. He's a different one.
Yeah, Meatball's completely different. Yeah. Meatball was a fucking weirdo. That's for another day. Mm-hmm. But he would like hang out with these two like fucking assholes. He was like this wannabe country boy. Mm-hmm. He would always get on like me and my brown friends like ass about like where we're from, why we're and it was just also really bad in that time because that's whenever it was like peak like Trumpness. So everybody and their mom like was either for Trump or against Trump, and then he like took it to the extreme. Yeah. To the fucking extreme. So he would always like be on bitches' asses. So then eventually this fucker switches schools because nobody likes him because he's such a fucking asshole and nobody wants to be around this dude. Yeah.
I mean, and then so we would call this person Gibby, like Gibby from iCarly, right?
If you know, you know.
And so we told because his little sister, I guess, was in that class with us, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna spread that freaking nickname over to the next school that he's at. And she was like, excuse me, and no, you shouldn't, because blah blah blah. And we were like, dude, your brother fucking sucks. Like, hate to break it to you, but like, your brother told my friend to hop over the wall. I'm sorry, what? Yeah,
that was me.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, he looked me and then my Hispanic friend, like, in the face, and he's like, you guys need to go back to where you're from. Like, you need to jump over the wall. I was like, I'm from fucking Texas, and this bro's from fucking California. What do you mean?
Hop over the wall. Okay.
I was like, also, I'm not even Mexican.
That's what I was gonna say. You're not even
like,
Mexican.
let's make that clear. I'm also not even, like, what was the point? I mean, you ate. Yeah. It's like, meanwhile, where were you born? Utah? Yeah. Okay, King, and you're walking cowboy boots? Like, please.
No, for real. Honestly, it's so funny, too, because he probably thought he fucking, like, was like, oh, this is a good one. He's like, I'm gonna get him with this one.
And he's like, I got the fucking killer to end all be all. And I would always get on that bitch's ass because he would always try it with me.
Yeah.
I remember specifically also whenever, this is like another little side tangent, but this is in my English class from freshman year. And him and I sat next to each other, and he just kept on fucking provoking the fuck out of me. Classic. And saying some fucking fuck shit. Classic so then I start saying some fuck shit back, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. Good. Like, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass out of it. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, him and I were just going back and forth. And then finally, like, the teacher, Parker, King.
I knew that's who it was before you had said it.
He steps in, and he's like, okay, whoa. Which also, I feel like Parker always caught me on my worst days. Anytime I wanted to, like, go the fuck off or, like, fight somebody, I somehow had to be in his class, and he's like, okay, so what's the issue? Like, can you stay after class for a second? So what's the problem? Which, he did that to me 2 times. Did that to me my freshman year and my senior year. Like, I was like, girl, I'm just mad. Yeah. Girl, I'm pissed. So we were arguing the whole time. He ends up kicking Gibby out of the fucking class because he's a piece of shit and, like, the class was about to end or whatever. Makes me stay, and then he's like, so what's going on? I was like, he's being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and take this fucking bullshit. Like, he can. Good. And then the next day we came into class, like, we had a different seating chart. Or, like, our seats were moved. Like, I needed it sit next to me for the rest of that year.
Good.
Never fucking. And I'll say that shit again, bitch. I'll say that shit again, bitch. I'll say it again and again and again, bitch.
No, for real, dude. He was major garbage.
No, he was literally the worst. And then I was like, the gall of his little sister. Because I had friends at the new school that he was transferring to. So I was like, how fucking funny would it be if I, like, hit up my friends and was like, hey, once this new fucker, like, comes to your school, you'll know who I'm talking about. Not hard to miss.
Not at all.
This fucking wannabe, not hard to miss. Baby face to the max. Like, literally, if Officer Baby Legs was, like, a fucking grown ass.
Honestly.
So, I was like, that'd be funny as fuck. And that was just, like, what Venice and I were talking about in that class. I was like, oh my god, I have friends, like, so-and-so who go to this school, like, once you see this fucker, like, call him Gibby, say, hey, what's up? Like, what's up, hipster? Yeah. And she's like, no! He actually hates that nickname. I was like, well, I actually don't like him.
It's like, I actually hate him. How about that?
I was like, I don't know if you caught this from our conversation. I don't like the fucker. Like, I don't fucking like you. I don't fucking like you.
Like, we are not cool with this guy, bro.
No,
like, maybe just
we are not cool. We are not friends. Like, you are trash.
Yeah.
Like, you suck.
Yeah, no, even honestly, no, it's like, dude, even if I heard somebody, like, shit talking my brothers like that, I'd honestly be like, yeah, he's probably, like, deserving of it.
If I had a brother like that, bro.
I mean, my brothers aren't like that, though, but.
Yeah, if I had a brother like that, like, listen, my brothers, they might have done some shit things in school or some shit like that. Also, that's not really any of my fucking business. I would just kind of stay out of that shit.
Perry was, like, ultra class clown.
Ultra class clown, oh my god. But, like, I don't know, I feel like Preston kind of kept to himself. Steven was, like, more on, like, the sporty side, so I was just kind of, like, flew under the radar. I was like, hey, I'm just trying to chill. I'm just trying to chill. I'm not trying to fucking start anything. But These bitches would always test it with me. All the time.
It's like, dude, I will be saying something, so, like,
yeah,
and I always got mouthy, for sure.
He always had something to say, and it's like, you don't think I'm not gonna say something back? Like, I don't know who the fuck you're hanging around.
Yeah.
I was like, clearly, since your little sister's so defensive of this, like, you must say some shit to her and make her feel fucking shitty.
Which is like, crazy, too, when, like...
Girl, please.
You go home and play the victim, that's wild.
Yeah. Girl, please.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy.
No.
It's giving maybe therapy.
It's totes giving therapy, actually.
Give it a try.
But onto, like, Parker and shit like that, too. Like, he would always catch me on, like, my off days.
Like when you were, like, in a mood with, like, somebody because somebody was trying you.
Yeah, somebody was trying me or shit. And it's like, God damn it, now I have Parker's and he's going to try and, like, make me calm the fuck down. I don't want to calm the fuck down. Like, I'm mad. Yeah. It's like, I'm mad.
It's like, I'm mad and I actually want to be mad. So, let me rage.
It's like, I'm mad because I know next period I get to see this bitch. So, let me be mad.
Yeah.
Which, if you know, I'm just going to say this story really quick. I was fucking chilling, doing my thing. I get a text from my homeboy, my bestie for life, saying that there was a certain little subtweet going around about like him and I and how we are as friends and just like high school bullshit.
Nothing like a subtweet
from a certain person.
Yep,
I was like, bitch, we're in school. Like, okay, you're like, say it to me. We're in the same vicinity. Like, you have a problem, just come and fucking say it to me. Like, I know you don't like me right now. I don't like you right now.
It's like, dude, we're probably a classroom down. Like, bro.
No, seriously. It's like, what? Like, I can fucking see you across the hall. Like, I'll probably see you in the bathroom, dumbass. Yeah. Like, what? What do you want? So, read that stupid fucking subtweet, and then that shit has me rage. That shit had me mad as hell, bitch. Mm-hmm. Because, again, we're in the same fucking school. We go to the same fucking school.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was treated, like, during school hours. Like, not at that exact moment, but, like, throughout the day. Yeah. Like, either in the morning or, like, during lunch or some shit like that. I was like... At some point, yeah. I was like, you've had all fucking day to come say some shit to me, but instead you're gonna hop on Twitter. And also, back in the day... whenever, because I told you that crazy dance story about this person, but whenever I was friends with Becca, hi Becca if you're watching, but Becca and I found this person's low-key Instagram, like their like low-key meme page Instagram, where they were just straight up talking so much shit about us, like humongous amounts of shit. So then one day I DM them and I'm like, hey girl, I know this is you, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, this, that, and the third, but, like, you and Becca should work it out or whatever. And she's like, how did you know it was me? I was like, oh, because I'm not a fucking idiot. Because I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, you can't, obvious, babe. You can't, like, subtweet or sub-Instagram and shit like that. And, like, by that point, I had, like, it was, like, summertime or, like, I had already, like, it was some stupid shit. Like, I already found it. I was like, okay. I wasn't in school, though. Whenever I, like, had found her account, I was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god, is this fucking play about us? Like, literally had me gagged for a second.
Crazy to make a whole account and do that.
No, like, I'm saying, like, a whole account.
That's wild.
A whole account. And then, like, would make memes, not, like, about us saying our name and shit like that, but he'd be like, that one bitch in school, whenever they do this or that, that one bitch's lashes, this person, how they do their eyebrows is so fudged.
It's, like, super obvious that it's about you.
Oh, like, extremely, like, to the point where it's, like...
At that point,
and then also, I was like, girl, your bestie follows this account. You follow this account. This account follows you too.
Basic math.
It's if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's a fucking duck.
That was a little too. Come on, you can't follow yourself.
Seriously,
come I was on, like, that's a dead giveaway, babe.
Seriously, she said, how did you know it was me?
I thought it was, like, super stealthy on that.
I was like, okay, Pretty Little Liars. Like, you're not giving what you think you're giving. You're not giving sleuth. You're not giving undercover. You're not giving like, nobody'll know.
She's like, oh my god, I didn't post a single picture of me on it, though.
The most outward, like...
How'd you figure it out? I'm so confused. Like, I did all the things.
I was like... And it was a public profile, too. I was like, girl, how do you expect me not to find it? I'm surprised I didn't find it sooner.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you didn't fucking...
At this point, Fucking God. At this point, Instagram is going to be recommending your account to other people. Probably
Which
like
I think it might have been in my Explore page or some shit like that. And I was like, that's oddly specific. Like, that's weird. I go to the account. I see who's following it. Send that shit to Becca. Becca's like, oh, yeah. It's for sure this bitch.
Verified.
Clocked it.
Yep.
Clocked it.
That's fucking hilarious.
No, it was so embarrassing. I said, oh, you got caught on your low key. That's embarrassing, bitch.
I remember you telling me about the subtweeting, though. I remember that.
That subtweeting had me mad that day.
I used to hella subtweet people, though, but, like, not when we were in the same building. Odd.
And also, like, at that point, I feel like shit had also, like, died down. It's like we had all made our points very clear, and our points didn't align. So I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm over it. Let's just fucking drop it. And this bitch had been in my house, like, a week prior, like, sitting and crying, and we were talking about this, and she's like, that, like, what you guys did, like, hurt my feelings. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings like that. Like, obviously, I didn't mean to, like, fuck up like that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying some things that you do, I don't like, and I'm just not going to be around when those things happen, or when those said people are there. Like, I just don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
And we had, like, come to an agreement in a circumstance. Like, we had come to, like, the dust had fallen, everything was fine. Yeah. In my mind. So then whenever I, like, get a fucking screenshot from Christian, it's fine. Whenever I get a screenshot from Christian being like, this bitch just fucking subtweeted us, I was like...
It's like, you gotta be jarking.
I was like, girl, after you were literally just in my house.
That's crazy.
Like, what?
That's crazy.
You didn't want to talk to me about this in my house?
It's like, maybe touch grass.
You wanted to tell it to Twitter? Okay. And then what? And then what? And then I had a class with you next period. And I was looking at you the whole period, and you fucking were just so...
Wasn't me.
She also got so weird whenever I was in that class, because I, like, whenever her and I were, like, kind of going through it, I just, like, started to remove myself from her in that situation. It's like, I'm just not trying to fucking do this right now, bitch. Like, I'm barely want to be in this theology class.
Real.
So I would, like, start hanging out with, like, just my other fucking friends in that class. Like, my homegirls.
Which is, like...
And then she, like, brought that shit up. She's like, well, you, like, would go and hang out with them. And then she went and hung out with other people, too.
It's like, I'm allowed to fully have other friends.
Like, I would go hang out with, like, Dana and fucking Ivy. And then she would go hang out with, like, and shit like that. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, that really just hurt my fucking feelings, how you, like, would just, like, do that to me and, like, leave me in a band. I was like, you were hanging out with them. Like, please don't start. Like, you were hanging out with them. Nobody said you couldn't come hang out with us. Like, she was always so weird, always so insecure, like, never stable in anything. Anything. Everything was always, like, she was always second guessing what the fuck was going on. I was like, just do it. Nike, just do it.
For real. Also,
just do it.
Quick little thing. Fuck you for not liking soy sauce, too. Fuck you.
Whoa.
Fuck you for not liking soy sauce. It's weird.
It's not weird. I'm sorry. I'm not a soy sauce girl. I've never been a soy sauce girl. Not on my white rice, not on my sticky rice, not on anything. I love it, but I'm not gonna shit on you for it. Nasty bitch. Fucking disgusting cunt.
Just try it, dude.
Ew. Like
we're in middle school.
Yeah, if you don't get the bit, that's the same bitch.
Yeah, it was from a previous episode. You can go
ahead. It's just, like, the same shit a different day. And, like, again, that's also why I eventually just started to, like, start removing myself from her. Because it's, like, I can only take so much, bro. Yeah. And especially with all the constant, like, pushing at me, negging me, like, poking, prodding, making fun of. Like, I get it, that's what friends do. But this bitch would take it a step further to where it was, like...
Now you're just crossing boundaries.
It's like, what the fuck is the problem? Yeah. Like, do you want to fight?
It's like, at this point, do not touch me like that.
Yeah, no. It's like, not good. Don't be all weird. And then, like, I think we have, like, a good, like, conclusion. I think we're, like, ending on a good note. And then you turn around and you're like, fuck that bitch. Bitch, fuck you. No, bitch, fuck you.
No, for real. That's actually such... I hate people that
bitch,
are like that.
Fuck you.
It's, like, weird that you can, like, sit there and talk to somebody like your besties, and as soon as they turn around, you're like, fuck them. Yeah. Like, it's so weird.
And it's, like, at that point, I wouldn't even... Because our friendship had definitely gone through it. So then I wouldn't even have qualified us as, like, besties, but I would have still qualified us as, like, acquaintances and, like, had a friendship, you know? Like, I wasn't fucking angry at her
Mm-hmm.
until she did that shit.
Yeah.
And until she kept talking shit. Then I had a fucking problem with you, bitch. Then I had a problem with you, girl.
It's like, don't talk shit. Don't talk shit on your bestie.
Yeah.
Like, they're your best friend and you're talking shit. Weird.
And, like, never in a million years, even after a friend breakup, like, would I ever just be like, if I think we ended on a good note, especially if I think we were, like, chilling on it, we ended on a good note, like, we're acquaintances, we're not mad at each other, we're not, like, besties anymore. Mm-hmm. I would never, especially to, like, that person or, like, somebody who I thought was my best friend.
Yeah.
Because even at the end of the day, it's like, I can reminisce on the good memories we had or whatever. Exactly. But you doing that shit makes me fucking loathe every single memory I've ever had with you.
Yeah, because at that point, it's like, you probably were doing that shit to me, too.
And that was my issue with Team Rocket. Whenever they started fucking subtweeting me while we were still friends.
I don't get why people... It's crazy.
It's like... If you have the problem with me, like, just bring it the fuck up with me.
I always subtweeted people I didn't talk to. Like, if I was talking to you and you were in my circle, like, I wasn't subtweeting you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because the people I, like, fuck with, I actually fuck with. I'm not weird. You know what I mean? Like, people are just so, like, can you just not? Especially in high school.
And that's what also had me so annoyed about whenever that member of Team Rocket, like, DM'd us and was like, I thought we ended on a good note. Bitch, since when? Because the last time I remembered... You guys were sending me voice memos and subtweeting and just, like, being fucking weird and rude.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like
that doesn't feel like we undid and we're, like, can still, like, see each other in public and be like... No, it makes me want to... When I see you in public, I want to knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I want to knock you out. Mama said knock you out, so I'm gonna knock you out.
No, for real. It's like, if I knew that you wouldn't press charges, I'd hate...
No, for real.
I would... I'm not gonna catch a case over
so
you,
fast. No, seriously, it's like... No, it's not worth my time, but bitch, if it were worth my time, I would knock you the fuck out. Yeah. Like, you can't be like, oh, I thought we ended good. Like, now you're being so rude.
So, you know we didn't.
You know we didn't end good. It's okay.
It's like, you actually started it and ended it kind of all in one, and now you have the audacity to be like, you're gonna give me a shout out. I thought we ended on good terms. Immature, grow up.
You can't like and retweet stupid tweets. And then expect me to be like, oh, we're chill, we're good. That makes me look like a clown.
Exactly.
With people who, again, and like you were my so-called bestie. I would never about my so-called bestie, bitch. Never. Liking things that like remind me of them that are like cynical and rude. Yeah. It's like, if I have a fucking problem, like, I'll just bring it the fuck up.
Exactly.
Because that's like what adults do.
Yeah. And we're not playing submissive to this shit no more.
No. So if I see you... if I see actually any of you bitches I don't like, you know. I'm not going to catch a case over it, but if you start it, I'm definitely going to end it, girl.
But if you want, we'll send merch to your house.
Yeah, I'll deliver it personally.
Like, do a little J. Claw moment. Yes!
You guys want merch? You guys support the pod. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the view. Love all my fans.
We'll give you a 20% off code to upgrade for a VIP ticket at our show.
Yes, please come see us. Do the meet and greet. Do the whole thing. Yeah. I'll even sign your t-shirt.
And your titties.
Anything for you guys, because we love our fucking fans. So thank you.
Oh my god, the fake folks, they're gonna eat that one up. Go ahead and clip that.
Clip it.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in this week. It's been definitely a little bit of a tea drop and a lore drop. Also, thank you so much for, like, the over 90 subscribers. Y'all are wild.
I know, it's, like, low-key crazy as fuck. Like, it's very exciting. So thank you guys so much. I have a feeling we're gonna hit 100 soon.
Super soon.
So stay tuned.
Give us a like.
Keep watching, because we're gonna stay. We're gonna be around. You always know we always post every Friday.
Like, comment, subscribe, the 5-star rating, share with your uncle's dog, you know, all the tea.
Yep, all the tea. Share with everybody. Okay, we love you guys. Thank you.
I love you. Bye.